Hey guys, it's Luke here. So this is going to be my last video in my series for sentence mining. If you notice today, I'm actually filming in my bed, and that's firstly because I think I had some complaints before that there was a light in the back of behind my head which was getting in the way so you couldn't see me very clearly, and second reason is because it's Sunday and I'm lazy. So today I want to talk about getting sentences just online from a dictionary or whatever and just copying them straight over and just learning set phrases. So for this example, it's going to be using Cantonese, a website called Cantodict. So you see here, show all example. You can filter spoken, written, both. So oral, Cantonese only, and you can filter by level: 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. 1 being the easiest, 4 being the hardest. So you can try and find stuff a bit above your level to learn. And you see, you literally have 56 pages. You're talking about hundreds of sentences here. So you can, I mean, the best thing about this probably is that you can go through, you can try and find stuff that's relevant and interesting for you to say, and try and like fill in your gaps, what you think will be useful. And I mean, with Cantodict, it's really easy. You literally just hover your mouse over and you can see the ping. Copy it straight over to your flashcards, English translation there. So it's quite an easy way to get them, but I actually don't do this, and there's a very good reason why. I know a lot of people do, like Glossika is really popular, for example. I don't like it because it's everything just seems so disconnected and random. So it's just learning stuff out of context. I think it's always best to try and keep stuff in context of what you're learning. And if you look at the previous videos, it's from books, texting with people, speaking, or watching YouTube videos. All that stuff is using mining sentences as a crutch to understand stuff I'm interested in. And because of that, it means it's going to have a context around it, right? So if I just take sentences from a list here, why are you asking me? How am I supposed to know? Okay. Le maintenant. Oh man, bingo. Like, okay, take it from there, and that's just a sentence by itself, right? But if I was texting someone, reading a book, I'm reading Little Prince right now, in the context of a story, conversation, speaking with someone, TV show, YouTube video, whatever, it has a context around it. So when I look at that sentence, I can remember the video I was watching, the person I'm speaking to, the story I'm reading, whatever it is, and it's going to help you. It forms so many different connections in your brain, right? And one thing neuroscience has showed us, that we learn and remember stuff better if there's an emotional connection, one, and if the more different connections we have in our brains. So if it's connected to a story, we remember it better. A video, if it's interesting, if it's fun, we like it better. And who just wants to learn lists of sentences out of context? That would be incredibly boring, right? So I think, to sum up, you can do this, and I have taken 1 or 2 from this before, but frankly, I mean, like, some of these are just ridiculous. You can learn some funny videos from some funny phrases like that, I guess, but really what I wanted to say today is you've got to follow what you find interesting, right? One of my favourite quotes from the blog Aja, if you haven't heard it, all Japanese all the time, is "Fun gets done." So I'm enjoying reading The Little Prince right now. I was reading Gintama and Ordigong Loi Lopa. My Cantonese wife finished those. Watching One Piece at the moment in the Cantonese dub, and I'm doing all of these things. Maybe it's not the most efficient way to learn, but it's fun, keep you engaged, and it helps you remember. So that's really what I wanted to say. And obviously sentence mining does work. You can take stuff like this and you will learn, definitely, but it's better to keep things in the context and take from stuff you find interesting, as opposed to just learning random bits of information. And I really think that is one of the most important things to take home from this. And if you do this, it'd be interesting, and you'd keep going, be more authentic, better for the long term. There's a whole host of reasons. I actually released a post a while ago on top 10 beginner mistakes, and I think learning big lists of words out of context is probably one of the biggest mistakes people make. Downloading pre-made Anki decks with like 3,000, 5,000 sentences and just hours and hours going through it, Duolingo, learn 5 minutes a day through this. It doesn't work. So it's a bit of a rant for today's video, but it's an important one. So that's it for this series. So I having a bit of a think what I'm going to talk about next. If you have anything specific you want to talk about, then let me know. So that's it for today's video. If you enjoy this, then don't forget to give me a like, subscribe, comment, share, and peace. Bye bye.